So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's training is specifically for registered members and leaders of digital team. So, we're going to be looking at things we need to know exactly to grow our business online and offline, especially in the network marketing space. So, we're going to be welcoming our trainer who is going to take us on today's training. He is someone that have built a large team, is a mentor of many, and he's doing exceptionally well in this industry. We have been in network marketing for a while, but in Dynace Global right now, he's one of the leaders and the trainers of the company. So let's welcome Mr. Caleb. Mr. Caleb, the floor is yours. You can take over from here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, amiable leader. It's a pleasure to be in your team. It's also a pleasure to be the one handling today's season. But before I start, I want to make you personally understand, Mr. Kaybillion, that I so much appreciate the fact that you are leading us greatly. It's a pleasure, sir. So for those who are meeting me for the first time, I remain my humble self, Caleb Firstborn. And today we have to know the right things to do, the nitty-gritty of the business, the things we have to do. Okay, so welcome to the 90 days GEF plan. And this is the pathway to become successful. Okay, but before we start, I would like us to make sure we have our writing materials for us to be able to take notes. And no matter where you are, avoid any distraction. Avoid any distraction. Now, this is training, okay? So we will not take it the same way we'll be taking normal presentation. We have to make sure you grab everything that is being shared with you. So get your pen, get your writing materials, and get ready. Okay, I believe before now, because even in the group, we had been announcing get your writing materials. I believe before now, you are with your writing materials. So let's begin. But before we begin, I need to make you understand this. It's a pleasure for us to have each and every one of you in our team, especially digital team, okay? If you should check Dynace Global, digital team is number one. Why is digital team number one? Because we help our distributors, we help our team members to become more successful, not just to register and the rest. We help people to become successful, we support them. But there are more why digital team is number one. And you will not understand this until, let's say, 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. That's when you understand that whatever we are doing, we are building a foundation, not just in the team, not just in the company, but in the industry. So whatsoever you learn here, be ready to share with your team members. Be ready to help others to grow. Be ready as well to scale through in the industry, because network marketing industry, multi-level marketing is not just about Dynace Global. It's an industry, okay? But take note of this. If you succeed in this business, it's going to be you who creates the success, not us. To be frank, it is you who will create the success. Now, if you fail, you are responsible. That is it. So you are going to be the difference between becoming successful and becoming a failure in the business. Now, another thing you need to understand is this. We will give you the roadmap. We'll show you the system. We'll show you the structure. And we will not just show you, we will support you. The difference between go and do something compared to come, let's go and do. Let me repeat it again. There is difference between go and do something compared to come, let's go and do. You've been seeing what Sir Kaybillions is been doing, both online, offline. Even without him telling you, come, let's go and do, you should copy that. You've been seeing what although some other leaders, somebody like me, I'm like, I'm hiding for now because I love success, okay, to be making the shout out, not personally myself, okay, though I've been in this industry for the past 9 going to 10 years now, okay, though in Dynace Global, this should be, is it 2 or 3 months, okay, though we are recording more success, okay, we are recording more success. And also take note of this, no matter what you've heard, no matter what you've heard, no matter the information we're about to share with you, if you don't put it into practice, you are worse. You are worse than somebody who has not received it before. I'm telling you. So a man without information is okay. But a man with information without taking the right action towards the information is worse than somebody who does not exist at all. Okay? So like, I like sharing the parable of the talent. 3 men in a parable of Jesus Christ while he was on earth. You know, we all have talent. The same thing is applicable to us. We all have information that is being shared to us. The other man was given 5. The other one was given, but the one that was given 1, what did he do? He buried it, thinking that what the master did was to give him money so that he will now generate money for the master. But what happens at the end of the day? The other one that was given 5 and the rest, they went and duplicated the money, okay? And they brought back. Now the man that went and buried the 1, when he came back, the master collected the 1 and now gave it to the person who got many. Why? Because he did not make use of it. So it doesn't matter the amount of information you will receive. The right thing is to take action towards it. And you come to realize that as you take action towards the information, that's when many things will be unveiled to you. That's when more information will be given to you. Okay? So that's why I like to tell people there are 3 people in the world. We have those who make things happen. We have those who watch things happen. And we also have those who wonder what happens. So on the chat box, let's see the type of person whom you want to become. Okay, I don't want to say you are this, you are that, but let's see the type of person who wants to become. If you are those who wants to make things happen, on the chat box, reply 1. If you are those who watch things happen, reply 2. If you are those who wonder what happens, reply 3. Many of you will reply 1. I know. Many of you will reply 1. You want to make things happen. That is why we are here for you. That's why we are sharing this information. Okay? Good. So our aim is for you to go professional. So it's not just about inviting people, come and join Dynace Global, come and do this. Yes, I have a team, the digital team. What does digital team really mean? Okay, and what are the steps you need to take to become successful in the business? That's why many people, they'll be asking themselves, and I've been receiving this feedback. Caleb, what should I do? What's the difference? How do you close? How do you do this? How do you do that? That's why we are here today, to share with you. Now, the first thing you need to do to become successful is to have a right mindset. So it begins with you. It begins with you. having the right mindset to become successful. Okay, now that right mindset entails that you know the benefit of the industry you get yourself involved, not just the industry. You know the benefit of the company, why the company is different compared to other companies. Now, in network marketing as a whole, okay, generally, multi-level marketing, you start with little or no cost. Little or no cost. In Dynace Global, the least is 29,400, which just one sit out is not even up to 2 hours. You spend nothing less than 40, 50,000. Now, the maximum amount you start is 588,000. Now, if you want to start a genuine business, get a shop, do this, do that, furnish the shop, don't even think about this Lagos, especially Lekki that we are. Don't even think about coming here, okay? Because it's not even enough for your transport, 588. But if you should check, let's say mainland and the rest, even 588,000 is not enough for you to start, okay? But imagine starting with 588,000 and you have your product. So it simply means ROI, return of investment, instantly. If you choose to sell these products, fine. You choose to share, fine. So you have absolutely nothing to lose. That's the maximum. But imagine 588,000 giving you nothing less than 400 and something million if you should work it out perfectly in a year. Even 10% to 20% of it, 40 million naira is more than enough. Okay? Now, another benefit you have in multi-level marketing, you utilize free time. We are all at home, but here we are attending presentation, attending training. And this is a business that you set up time. Nobody's forcing you to do this. You have to do 9 to 5 and the rest of the thing. You set up time and we'll show you how to do that so that you work productively, not being busy without any genuine result or something. Now, another benefit is low tax amount. You start up business, before you know, this one will come and knock at your door. This one, you do this, do that. You have to pay tax, pay bill, pay this. Since you started the Dynace Global business, have you paid NEPA bill? Have you paid money for shop? Now, there is no risk involved in this business at all. People go to the shop, they go to buy stuff, go to the supermarket, you pay money, you take what you want to buy. You don't owe the supermarket, they don't owe you. The same thing is applicable here. We have unique products. So you pay money and they give you products worth your money, but it is different here, okay? Because they've created a system for you. If you know what Dynace Global represents and the things that is about to happen, you really appreciate it. Apart from that, self-development. Please, 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 if you've not been reading books, go and read books. We'll recommend books for you to read, okay? Though it might not be today, okay? Though in the group, we might recommend books for you. Personal development really matters. Then you have support from uplines. And to me, I don't even like using the word upline and downline because to me, everybody is the same. The only difference between you and Mr. KB is that he saw the business before you and he took the opportunity. And he's ready to give out. The difference between you and other leaders is because we saw the opportunity and we are ready to give out. So there are things you know that we can also learn from. Okay, so that's why everybody, we are the same. And if you have people under you as well, don't feel you are upline, you are this, you are that. Please be humble. And this business also help you to have freedom of time. You don't understand what I'm talking about. Imagine if you should apply this, what we're about to share with you, working online and offline. Give yourself 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. See what will happen. Okay? Now, another benefit is the power of leveraging, which is the language of the rich. The power of leveraging. When I came to understand what leveraging is all about, I seized to search for anything called job, J-O-B. If you mention J-O-B, you are my enemy. Okay, I'm not despising the fact that many of us, some of us might be currently working, okay? Don't end your life there. J-O-B to me is journey of the broke. How much will they pay you? How much will somebody who is employing you pay you? Okay, can they pay you up to, in Nigeria, let's say 2 million naira per month? Now, if you don't earn up to 2 million naira in Nigeria, as I'm talking to you now, please hide your face. You've not even started. You've not started. You are not living in Nigeria. Okay? Now, imagine testimonies people are having. Many testimonies, many. They did not just wake up and start getting this testimony. There are things they do. Imagine this was 3 months ago. The highest earner accumulative income was 18 point something million. And as I'm talking to you, in Dynace Global, over 15 persons have earned at least 19 to 20 million. Over 35 persons have earned above 7.5 million. Over 40 persons have earned above 2.1 million. And you have the opportunity to be sharing details with them. You have the opportunity to have them in your own team, in your own group. So all you need to do is just to tap from what they've been doing. Okay. So the truth is, financial leveraging is the advantage the rich have over the poor and the middle class. But you need to be extremely careful because there is a bomb coming. One of the bomb is you understand the business, you are so passionate about it, but you have to experience this rejection. Why? Because many people, they don't understand the business. They don't see the goals. They don't have the same vision you have. They did not attend the presentation. And the worst part of it is this. In school, we don't learn all these things that we are sharing with you. We don't learn about money in school. We only learn how to work for money, not how to make money work for us. We don't learn the language of the rich in school. And school is the only place we can learn as far as Nigerian is concerned, unless you go to other private business schools, or if you have opportunity to be in the midst of people who are genuinely going out to work for money and they understand the language of money. So you experience rejection. You experience rejection from family, relatives, many people that you never expected. It is not their fault. Another reason you experience rejection is because there are scammers everywhere. But there is a way you can bypass it. If you know what you represent, if you know the value you are giving, if you know what multi-level marketing is all about, you know that it is not their fault. Many companies out there, they come in, portray themselves as genuine company, they scam people, Ponzi schemes coming day in, day out. So you have to be able to identify all those things. As far as you are in digital team, as far as you are ready to learn, as far as you are ready to put in the practice, you'll be able to identify all those things. Or like telling people you want to start up a company or you have a company, oh yeah, bring the name. Let's see what will happen. I'll tell you whether you succeed in 2 or 3 years. I'll just ask you a few questions to see. If you tell me, Caleb, come and join, many companies, they are approaching us. Ask Mr. KB. They're approaching us. Ask other leaders. They want to target us to get us so that we can invite other people. If you know the right company, if you know what multi-level marketing represents, you know how to run away from Ponzi scheme. Okay? So people who reject you, they don't know all these things. But if you have the right knowledge, you'll be able to guide them very well. So expect rejection. But the worst aspect of it is when you have the doubt and fear. So you have to be extremely careful, beware of doubt and fear, because doubt and fear kills dreams more than any other thing. Rejection will not kill. Personally, me, I've been rejected so many times. Even you've been rejecting people. You go to the bus, let's say you want to board any car to somewhere, and before you know, bus will come, another cab will come. You say, no, I don't want to go there. Let me follow this one. You rejected somebody. So if you understand all these things, okay, you will not allow doubt and fear to win over you. Doubt and fear kills more dreams than failure will. Okay, that's why Abraham Hicks said this, that fear only exists when you do not understand that you have the power to project thoughts and that the universe will respond. So be ready, okay? You have the power to project everything. Now, according to research, an interview was done with one of the richest men in the whole world. We all know Bill Gates. Sir, what is the secret to your success? When you started, nobody chose to join you. That he said there is absolutely no secret. I only showed the plan to 1,200 people. Imagine out of 1,200 people, 900 said no. And left with how many? 300. 300 sign up immediately. Wow, you have 300 persons. But out of the 300 persons, 85 were just, oh, let me try. Let me see whether it will work. Before you know, some fell off. And out of 85, only 35 were serious about the business. And as time goes on, how many people made him a millionaire? Only 11. That's the secret. So some will join, some will not join. And so what? There are many people who are ready for the business. If you make research in Nigeria, registered people who have their passport, people who have international passport, ID card, national ID card, and the rest, over 200 million. How about those who do not have? So in Nigeria population, okay, we have more than 400 million population. Imagine, and all these people, they are looking for ways to make money. How about other countries? How about other environments? So on Facebook alone, you have over 7 billion people. And 1% of those people, you can never get 1% of 7 billion. Before you get 1% of 7 billion, you're already a billionaire. Okay? So the question is, what is a 90-day game plan that we are about to share with you? Before we discuss this, I need to know whether each and every one of you are with me. So go to the chat box. If you are with me, just type 1. If you are with me, let me see you type 1 before we proceed. If you are still hearing me, let me see you type 1. All right. All right. So let's proceed. Good. So what is this 90-day game plan? Now, 90-day game plan is a strategy that will produce results, massive results, okay, in a period of time. Remember, this is not get rich quick scheme. But if you should position yourself very well, 90 days, that is 3 months. So this is August, September, October, November. You have 3 months. 3 months, you should be able to earn at least should be able to hit your first 2.1 million, $3,000 in Dynace calculation. Okay. So why should you use the 90-day game plan? The reason is this. Those who write down their goals achieve significantly more than those who only thought about their goals. I have it in my head. I want to do that. Write it down. What do you really want out of this life? Do you need a car? What type of car? What color? Write the goals down. Okay? You want to take care of your family. What does it take for you to take your family on vacation? What type of future do you need? Put it on paper. Write it now. Write it now. Okay? Now, written goals are 43% accomplished. Apart from written goals, if you write down a goal and put it into action, you become 64% successful. But if you write down a goal, put it into action, and you keep tracking your goals to see the progress you've made, instead of 64%, you'll become 76% more successful. And if you are above 70, already you are successful. So write down your goals, put into action, and keep track records. We'll show you the practical level on how to do that. Okay. Now, who should use the 90-day game plan? You might think, okay, it's only for those who are already in the business, those who have experience. This, that. No, anyone who is serious about building their Dynace global business or is ready to become a professional, not just a network marketer. Many people, they see network marketers as people who knock at the door. Do you have arthritis? Do you have rheumatism? No, it's far more than that. Okay. Now, if you want to succeed, a 90-day game plan will help you identify the steps you need to take and the habit you need to build over a targeted space of time. So whether you are new to network marketing or you are ready to build momentum with us, this 90-day game plan is meant for you. So how should you begin? How should you begin? First, if you are not yet a distributor, it means if you are not yet a registered member in Dynace Global, that's the first thing you need to do. And I believe all of us that are here, our names are on the dashboard. Now, the second thing you need to do, you need to vaccine yourself. Don't just say, okay, Dynace Global is paying, the product Rocenta is working, and you start telling people, hey, we have product Rocenta, Dynace Global. If they should ask you, what is Dynace Global? You don't answer, and because you don't know. What is Rocenta? You don't know. So the first thing you need to do is to equip yourself, attend training. So don't present or talk to anyone when you have limited knowledge. Attend training. Now, the good thing is this, digital team have been organizing trainings day and night, and we have presentations. Attend Zoom presentation. And if you are closer to the office, official office, we have over 16 offices in Nigeria. And we have 40 countries that we are physically present. Okay. Now, if you are closer to office, make yourself available, attend trainings. It's extremely important, not just for the business. Remember, self-development. So when you acquire this knowledge, you'll be able to put it into practice. Okay. So attend these trainings. Apart from that, you are telling people the product is working. Have you tested it? How does the product test? Do you even know how the product is? So use the product. You are telling me you don't have arthritis, you don't have rheumatism. How about detoxifying your system? All of us, we have to remain healthy. So use the product and you see what will happen. Okay? You might say, okay, I'm not feeling anything. What if you use the product after 3-4 days, you see that you'll be more lighter. You feel so unique. You feel this experience that you feel like using Rocenta product. Okay? Use a product. That's when you'll be able to share with others. Now, apart from that, do you have the company's videos? If somebody should ask you, what's the company all about? Do you have videos to share? Do you have any brochure? Now you have opportunity to have all those things online. We have videos, we have other equipment the other things that we need to scale your business. Do you have them intact in your phone? You need all of those things. Do you have flyers? These are things you need to share with others. These are third parties. Even without your upline, without your team member, you can use this to show others that this is the real business, okay? Remember, we talked about attending meetings is extremely important. So that's the first thing you need to do for you to begin the journey. Each and every one of us, no matter who you are, all humans, we have dreams. And in the whole world, there are just 5 targeted dreams in life. The first one is the health aspect of it. All each and every one of us, we need excellent health. Nobody's telling you when you join Dynace Global, when you use the product, you will not die anymore. But how about you aging uniquely? How about you aging and somebody will see your skin? Imagine, and people will want to age. Have you ever seen somebody 70, 80 years still jogging, looking agile, but somebody of 40, 50 years is already down? How do you feel when you see somebody with gray hairs, but the person is still agile? Why? Because the person's system, the cellular level is still strong. That's what the product can do for you. And we have other products being introduced. Okay. Now, the second thing is financial freedom. Money is not everything. But to me, I like telling people, apart from God, money is the second God. Yes. Apart from our Heavenly Father, the creator of heaven and earth, money is the second God. Somebody who has money can go to anywhere. But no matter who you are a professor, you are this, you are that, and you don't have money, you will still be there, speaking all your big, big grammar. The third thing is to have a happy family. Yes, money is not everything, but you need money to have a happy family. What if your wife should tell you you want to buy, even without your wife asking you to buy things for her, you need to buy those things? How about taking care of your family, your kids? How about taking them on vacations and the rest of the thing? You need money. The fourth thing is to be recognized by others. The fifth thing is social responsibility. Please, no matter what you do, be ready to give back to the society. That's what makes the whole world go round. That's why digital team is so unique. Be ready to give back to the society. And you can never give what you don't have. So if you don't have money and you don't have good health, how can you give back? So now let's go to the goal settings. Before we go to the goal settings, we need to understand that in the whole world, only 3% of people make the world go round, whereas the rest of the 97% just follow. So you need to ask yourself, will I be among the 97% or will I be among the 3 unique people who make the world go round? In the whole world, 3% of people control 90% of wealth, and 97% of people in the whole world control the rest 10%. So where will you belong? Now, for these people to become successful, they have goal setting. They know where they are going and they know how to target it. They don't just wake up and become successful. It can never happen. Okay, it can never happen. Even God, when he created heaven and earth, it took him 7 days to create heaven and earth. Before he created, he even said to his son, let's do this, let's do that. It simply means he had a plan. So set goals. So the second thing you need to understand that no goal is bad, but small goal is so sad. Set a goal that will make you not sleep. Set a goal that will make you jump out of your bed before the cock will grow. Set goal that will make people say you are crazy. Now, the third thing you need to understand about goal setting is a question each and every one of us should keep asking ourselves. Even while you are setting the goal, keep asking yourself this: how can you hit a goal that you cannot see? So you must have a picture. Have a picture of what you need. I keep asking this, what do you really want out of life? That should serve as your why. What do you want? Is it a car? Is it a house for your family to be comfortable? Is it good lifestyle? Is it good health for your family? It's a goal that you need to set. But remember, all these things is surrounded when you have financial freedom. You have good money. Now, apart from that, before you set a goal, know that you have to set a SMART goal. Now, what makes a goal SMART? The first thing that makes a goal SMART is it must be specific. It simply means you need to know what you want, which we've already discussed. Know what you want, not just telling me, Mr. Caleb, I need a car. What type of car? What type of model? When do you need it? So it must have timeline. So it must be measurable. When do you need it? Is it in the next 3 months? Is it in the next 1 year? Is it in the next 6 months? Apart from that, is it realistic? You need a goal. You need a car of 7 million naira and you have basic accounts. Now, how many pairing bonus? How many match sales bonus? How many direct referral bonus that you earn for you to earn your first 7.5 million naira for you to purchase that car? How many months will it take? You need to calculate all these things. So if you should need car of 7.5 million within 1 month, you want to earn like others within 2 months, you want to earn like others within 3 months. Calculating all these things, you need to understand, you need to upgrade your account. We have to be real here. We are just here, team members. You need to upgrade your account. When you upgrade your account, the same effort you put into the business, you earn more. So apart from that, prioritize your goal. Simply means you have to rate your goals. If you set goal today, that does not mean you achieve 100%. If you achieve 50, 60, 40, better. Now, there are some things you need to change as you progress. So you need to prioritize that goals and track your goals. How far, how near are you towards the goals? If there are those things that hinder you to be progressive, then you need to know things that you need to stop. We have 3 types of goals. We have the short-term goals, we have the medium-term goals, and we have the long-term goals. There are many goals in life. Number 1, your Dynace Global Business Goal. Number 2, you have your financial goal, because no matter what you do, earning money in Dynace Global, you have to use the money to do other things as well. Okay? Now, the third one is your vacation goal. Apart from the free trip that Dynace Global gives, you can give your family vacation, you can give your team free vacation and the rest. Okay? How about your personal growth plan? Your goal is also part of your goal. How many books do you read? What time do you read it? How do you set it? Apart from Dynace Global Business, acquiring this knowledge, implementing it, you see that your entire life will grow. Caleb knows how to present. Caleb knows how to talk. I was a shy person like 9 years ago. Shy type. Even after like 2 years, I was still shy. 3, I was still shy. But reading books, understand. See, you don't need to be in physical meetings with top mentors. There are books already. Okay? Now, how about your relationship goal? The fact that you are in Dynace Global does not mean you should neglect all those things. You have to set them. How about your spiritual goals? No matter what you are, your creator remains the first. Your creator remains the first. So it's also part of goals. Many people, they wait until when it's Sunday. That's when they go to church. They wait until when they hear people playing church music. That's when they remember they have to pray and the rest of the thing. Whether you are a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, you have to set up your spiritual goal. Okay? Now, how about your social goal? The fact that we are working online 70% and offline 30% does not mean you should be inside the house 247. You need to go, you need to widen out. Go out there, have fun, and the rest of the thing is also part of goals. But as you are going, remember, you have family waiting for you, you have other things waiting. So when you set all these goals, that's when you know the right time to go out, the right time to come back, the right things to do at the right time. So apart from setting these goals, you need to prepare yourself even while you are home. Be able to identify distractions that will eliminate your growth. We have distractions like negative people. That's the first thing. Are you sure this thing will work? Are you sure? Is it not like a GNLD? Is it not like Trevo? See, if you make research, if you get closer to the company, you get to understand that Dynace Global is company of the future. They are yet to launch 10 to 30% of what the company has to offer. And we still have 70 more to be launched. So just watch out. You see what will happen, okay? Now, what is your vision the next 90 days and onward? 90 days, will you be able to be committed to that without any obstacle? Many things will try to hinder you. I don't have money to go out for presentation. I want to go on Zoom meeting. I don't have money. If you set goals, if you know these things are so unique, if you know these are part of the business, then you won't have any excuse. Set goals. Anything you want to do, the money you spend, keep money for your business. You need to reinvest. Okay. Now, apart from that, you get your business set up. Though it's not mandatory that you should get an office. And with Dynace Global System, the company have come to realize that they imagine over 90 years of experience, they know what they are doing. They know 5 to 7 months, they've been able to have physical presence in 40 countries. They know what they are doing. This is the first company that have ever achieved that. The first company that have their manufacturing company within 5 to 6 months. They know what they are doing. So for them to set all these things, okay, you have the roadmap on ground already. So you don't need office, but you can set up place for presentation. Okay, if you don't have any place in your environment that the company have physical offices, like offline offices, you can start. That's why you are a pioneer. Start from anywhere. Invite 3, 4, 5 persons, 10 persons, 20. If we see your growth, we'll surely come down to assist you. And you start. Before you know, once the company starts hearing your name, the company starts seeing how you go in the business, company will come down to that environment and establish official office. So imagine having, let's say, 50, 100 team members in your environment before company comes down. Do you know what that means? Company will come down, even your leaders, your team members, they'll come down to train all those people. Out of those 100 people, remember, it is not everyone that will take the business serious. So let's say 40, 50% of them take the business serious. You are already a billionaire. You are already a billionaire because not just in your environment, they will expand wide. And remember, with digital team, we will show you how you can be in Nigeria or any part of the world and be penetrating other countries. Okay, like Mr. Kaybillions, imagine being in Nigeria and having over 21 leaders in different countries. And 99.9% of them, they've not met him one-on-one. He has not been to PNG before, but he have many leaders there. He has not, imagine, you have these people who are ready to teach you all these things for free. So please maximize it, okay? Now have access to your leaders. I don't like to use the word upline. I don't like to use the word downline. Nobody's up, nobody's down. We are the same, but what we do differentiate us. That is it. What we do differentiate us. We are all the same. The only difference is I saw the opportunity before some other persons. Mr. KB saw the project before other person. Other leaders saw the project before, but overtaking is allowed. You don't understand what I'm saying. Overtaking is allowed. Okay, you can push the business. So now another thing you need to do is to set up your business hours. Don't just wake up, I want to do the business. You can start part-time. Now remember your goals, then write it down. Now write down the time for Zoom presentation. Write down the time you need to call your prospects. Write down the time you need to meet with people. Putting up all these things will help you understand that the business that you are currently into, Dynace Global Business, will not stop you from doing other things. So you can still be doing your business, other business that you get yourself involved. Okay. Now, apart from that, establish your why. Why are you doing the business? You have your personal why, your targets, your goals, but another why you need to establish is, don't see this business as a way of making money. See this business as a way of helping other people. And believe you me, if you help as many people to become successful, automatically you are successful as far as this business is concerned. So draft a why. Look at your environment. What do people need? What do people want? What is your target market? Don't just go out for random people. What is your target market? Do you want to serve married women, housewives, people who lose their job, and the rest of the thing? Have your why, okay? So we have an example here. I believe all parents deserve to spend more time with their children. So I show people a way to stay at home and provide a full-time income. That's one example of why. You can draft your own. Use that to focus. Okay, you can have many reasons why you should help others. Many students now, they are suffering. You can help students before they finish their school. They are already millionaires. So you can target students as well. You can target housewives. You can target people who are working, who are receiving salary earners. Okay, you can target them. So share this information. People who have jobs, people who have shops, there are many things you need to do. Okay, now connect and use tools that you have. We have many tools which we've been sharing with you people. We have video, we have YouTube link, the presentations, and the rest of the things. You don't need to present like this. We have people presenting, but the truth is, for you to become more successful as soon as possible, learn how to present the business, learn the company's background, learn the product, and learn the payment plan as soon as possible. Because somebody will ask you a question any day, anytime. Imagine they ask you what Rocenta is all about, and you want to call your upline. Before you finish dialing your upline's number, what if your upline is currently on presentation? So it simply means your prospect needs to wait. When you get the information, you share. But if you have the information at hand, once they tell, what is this about, you drop. What is this, you drop. What is this? The person will believe you are in authority. Simply you have authority. You know what you are doing. That's it. That's the preparation. Now, another thing you need to prepare yourself is to build a team. It's not just about registering people. Have this at the back of your mind, you plus two. Remember, we are using binary system. Two persons can make you a millionaire. Okay? So, but you can choose up to 6, 10, 15 leaders in your team, but start with 2. You build 2, they also build 2. If you should use that even in a lazy man scenario, even using basic premium account, you are targeting nothing less than 51 million in a year. 10%, 20% of that, that's over 5 million naira in a year. If you calculate 5 million naira in a year, that gives you nothing less than 300 and something thousand per month, or 400 and something thousand. With a business you started with how much? And remember, this is not a business that once you start earning, After 1 year, you drop. Believe you me, if you earn up to 5 million naira in a year, 10 million naira, 20, 30 million, next year simply means you'll be targeting 35, 40, 50 million. That is it. So develop a team, lock arms with them. We are building not just team. In digital team, the name is digital team, but we are not just building a team. We are building a community. What we have in stock, apart from Dynace Global, what we have in stock, man, is mind-blowing. I don't want to share anything now because this is not the right time. Okay? So lock arms with your team members. Help others to grow. If you help enough people to become successful, automatically you are successful. Many people don't understand this. You have one on the left, one on the right. Do you know if you help the person on the left to earn 10 million naira, person on the right to earn 10 million naira, that's 20 million. As they are earning 20 million naira, you yourself, you've earned at least 20 to 40 million naira. Of course, there's reward in helping others. That's just it. But they'll be happy. And whatsoever you do to your team, they will extend it to others as well. Remember, we talked about setting up a goal and calendar as well. Okay. So the question is, what is the next event you are attending and who is coming with you? You want to go, you want to attend presentation. Even if it's somebody that is placed under you from your upline, we assist others to grow. But as we are placing people, we make sure you know yourself, okay, so that you know people whom you are working with, the same environment and the rest of the thing. Open your genealogy, open your dashboard, know people under you, connect with them, be calling them. Your next neighbor might be under you, might be placed under you, and you don't know. So what is the next? What event are you holding? Invite them, encourage them to go with you. Encourage them to go with you. If there is no event in your environment, create one. Create one. So create a daily and monthly plan. Okay. Now remember this, that the actions you take daily and monthly will move you towards your business. Besides, not just monthly. If you tell me you want to earn 50 million naira in 1 year, you don't just have to wait. After 365 days, you check your account, you see that 50 million. It can never happen. What you do daily counts for all those things. That's why even when you check the dashboard, you see accumulative earnings. So all this money people have been earning, 18 million, 20 million, this, that, is accumulative earning. Company does not just pay them at once. Some days you check your account and you earn 50,000. Some days you earn 10,000. Some days you earn 100. Some days you earn 200. Some days you earn 300,000 accumulatively. So what you do on daily basis really matters. Okay? That's why I love what Richard Koch said. Always plan ahead. Remember this, we are all familiar. If you are a Christian, we are familiar with the story of Noah. It wasn't raining, but Noah built an ark. What if he waited until when it started raining? That's when he started cutting down trees. Even Noah, you will not be hearing his name now because he would have died. So don't wait until you want to do it before you start planning. Don't wait until you want to present before you have the slide. Don't wait until we announce for presentation before you want to look for who to invite and the rest of the thing. Okay. Now, according to Pablo Picasso, our goals can only be reached through a vehicle of plan in which we must vibrantly believe and upon which we must vigorously act. So there is no other route to success. Plan and execute. Remember this. Screenshot this slide and keep. Screenshot this slide. Proverbs 16:3 if you are a Christian. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. He will not establish your thoughts. He will establish your plan, what you plan to do. So write your plans down and commit it to the Lord. So if you fail to plan, you are planning to do what? To fail. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So as you are getting ready to launch the 90 days game plan, commit and never quit. Give yourself the first 3 months. You have to be persevere. Put your plan into action. What do you really want? How much do you really want? How many people will it take for me to earn this amount? Don't involve your downline. Don't involve your upline. If you have any registration from your downline, that's a bonus. If you have spillover from your upline, that's a bonus. The fact that digital team is supporting everybody to grow does not mean you should relax. Set your own plan. You need 1 million in 1 month. What will it take you? What account do you have? How many people will you register? Do this. When you do this and you screenshot the money you earn to your downlines, you see they'll do it. And you earn more money while you are helping them as well. So this is your business. The fact that digital team is assisting you does not mean you should relax. So go for it. Send your 90 days game plan to your support team. Who are your support team? Somebody whom you are accountable for. So choose your accountability partner. You will not just choose your accountability partner. We will choose whom your accountability partner is. Okay? We have like, currently we have like 12 to 13 persons here. We'll choose your accountability partner. We'll have records and we'll see what you need to remember. Our leader, Sir Kaybillions, has already posted this thing. What is it called? A promo. Imagine having direct, just 30 directs in a month. And apart from what you'll be earning, he'll still be giving you another bonus. That's the team. That's from him, not from the company. That's from him. Now, imagine as your company will also come with their promo as well. And it's not just about that. Hitting that target, you know what you'll become, you yourself. The next month, you should focus on another target to be ×2 or ×3 of that. And share your journey with your leaders. Share your journey with others. So have an accountability partner. Okay? So you need to set yourself for success. Remember, eliminate distraction. If you are this type that has been watching movie, this is not the right time first. There is this interview I watched. They asked one man, why is it that they don't advertise a Lamborghini, the rest of the top cars on TV? Why is it that it's only the airport that they advertise all those stuff? The man said that people who make money to purchase such things, people who make such money, they don't watch TV. And it's true. Have you ever seen top cars being advertised on TV? Which of the person that watch TV spend like 2 hours, 3 hours a day? Men, 2 hours, 3 hours watching TV. And you think such person will have money to buy Lamborghini or to buy a jet and the rest of the thing? So eliminate distraction for now. Start organizing your office. It might be online, it might be offline, and get your business set. Get your business set. So if you are new to the business, you can use your phone. If you have how you want to present the business. Now we'll show you how to set up a Facebook page. That reminds me, on Friday, we'll have another training. I know many people, they did not have information that the training like this will come up today. So when they posted there's training, they think it's just normal training. Okay. So when this happens, so that when they say training, you attend. When they say training, you attend. So Friday, you have an intense set up your WhatsApp business page, maybe business account, how to connect your WhatsApp to your Facebook page, how to use your phone to run ads using little amount. Do you know you have over 7 billion persons on Facebook? You can even extend it to Instagram and the rest. Do you know you can run Google ads and the rest of the thing? Imagine exposing your business to over 2,000 people. Okay, so imagine exposing your business to 2,000 to 3,000 people on a daily basis. And out of that 2,000 people, according to our algorithm, okay, according to research, at least 10% will try to check what type of business are you talking about. Out of this 10%, at least 1% of it will come into your inbox to ask you, what is it all about? Now, among this 1%, at least 10 will join your group. And as you keep nurturing this 10, out of this 10, at least 2 or 3, 4, 5 will join you in the business. Okay? So that's just how it works. So there are many ways. There are many ways you need to showcase your business. Very many ways you need to showcase your business. So having that at the back of your mind, it will show you how to do all those things. So get ready. Get ready. And you need to be giving reports, because you need to be tracking records of what you are doing. Be giving reports. So you can screenshot this slide. Is it full-time that you want to do or part-time? Screenshot the slide now. What are your business hours? Write it down. What are your family personal hours? You don't just have to do the business. Set time for your family as well. If you don't set time for your family, then what are we doing it for? Now, if you help 20 people to join Dynace Global, take note of this. If you help 20 people to join Dynace Global, 12 will do something and 8 will do nothing. And that 12 that will do something depends on you. You might be wondering, I've registered them now. I've shown them the opportunity. How come it depends on me? You have to put them on fast track. Show them what they need to do. Okay, like now the training you are receiving. Now you know what it takes. There are people who joined yesterday, day before yesterday, and the rest of the thing. Now they know something they need to do. What if you are not exposed to such trainings? What if you don't know what you need to do? So ask them their goals. Ask them what they need to do. As we proceed, you get to understand. Okay, so 12 will do something and 8 will do nothing. Don't try to drag dead people. You can run with thousands, but you can never go far. You can never drag 2 dead people. Let me take it again. You can run with thousands. Imagine you start running and you jog with thousands of people who are willing to follow you. You'll go far. You encourage them and they keep encouraging you. But how about 2 dead people? No matter how you drag them, you will not go far. So don't drag dead people. So within 60 days, you will have 8 people doing something out of the 20 people. In 4 months, you will have 16 members doing something. In 9 months, you will have 40 members doing something. A year from the date you start your business, out of the 20 people that join your Dynace business, 1 team member on the left or on the right, you'll be accountable for the 80% of your income, and 3 team members will only be accountable for 20%. That's the truth. So keep building. At least you should be the one that is accountable for the 80%. You yourself first. Then others will learn from you. But have this at the back of your mind. It is not everybody. It is not everybody that will join you to become successful. Some persons, when they see their first 3 million, 5 million, they think that's the end of the world. And some persons, without having the right attitude to grow the business, they will fail on the way. So having the right mentality, having the right attitude matters. The right attitude does not imply only for the business, that the business is good, the company is paying. How do you treat your people? How do you handle conflict? When your people feel down, how do you encourage them and the rest of the thing? Do you see your team members as people whom you want to use them to make money, or you want to assist them? These are things we need, the right attitude we need to have, okay? Now, apart from that, these are the 5 steps to unlimited prospecting. 5 steps to unlimited prospecting. Many people, they'll say, how do I prospect? How do I do this? How do I do? Apart from the online presence we will create for you, if you don't have it yet, apart from the ads, even when the ads comes in, remember, having Facebook ads, having other adverts you are promoting online, people coming in, it depends on how you respond. That will make them believe, okay, this business is genuine, because there are many scammers out there. So your customer care service really matters, and we will teach you how to do that. Though we also set an automated message which will direct people, okay, to your group. But the way you interact with people, the time you feed them information, the information you feed with them matters as well. Okay. Now, another thing is this: building an active list does not only imply online. It also is also applicable offline. On daily basis, as you are going out, make sure you add at least 2 to 3 persons on your list. This does not mean people every day you start saying, I have Dynace Global Business, come and join. No, you have to make friends. As we progress, you get to understand what I'm talking about. So at least have 2 people when you come back. Okay, I've met with these 2 persons. I've met with Glory. I've met with Francis. You write their names down. They might not join you instantly, but give yourself 2-3 months. There are things you need to do, expose your business to them, and they'll join you. So constantly expand your list. At least 10 people a week. That's offline as you are going out. At least 10 per week. If you calculate 10 in a week, you have 4, in a month, you have 4 weeks. That is 40 persons in a month. So you want to tell me out of 40 persons in a month, they've seen you physically in a month, that you cannot register at least 5. That means you are not doing the business right. That is it. So raise your awareness, pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to the problem people have. But apart from paying attention to the problem people have, what value are you giving? What value does Dynace Global represent? Remember, we are giving 3 values: health, wealth, and lifestyle. Know what your environment wants. Imagine seeing a student who needs money. If you see a student now, you see that the person needs money. Somebody between the age of, let's say, 20 to 30, the person needs money. And you now start discussing arthritis, rheumatism, Rocenta can cure arthritis. They will not answer you. That is it. So know what the environment wants. Know what your company, the solution your company provides: health, wealth, and lifestyle. Know the people to share this value with. So look at your environment. Always be vigilant. Be a problem solver. Don't go out for money. You see an old woman, you see somebody who is suffering arthritis, rheumatism, this, that. What should you talk about first? Is a product. Is a product. Through the product, you see that old woman, when using the product and the product works, they will now refer you. They might refer you to the church member, they might refer you to the children and the rest of the thing. The children now seeing that the product works for the mother, they will share with others. And the children, they are young. They'll start doing the business. That is it. So know the environment, know what you share. How about lifestyle? You see somebody who is making who has money already, but wants to invest. Share lifestyle. Don't tell the person you can make 5 million. Many people, they've seen the 5 million already, they've seen 10 million, but they are looking for ways to invest money and how to build the business. Show them they can, okay, this is what you have to do. Then you can also help like 10, 20 persons, help them to grow in the business. This is what you have, this is what they will put in the money. Now they have 10, 20% in their community, they help. Then you teach them how to grow. Also show them with this company gives free traveling incentives and the rest. Many people, even with their money, they cannot travel because they don't have visa. Yes, but with Dynace Global, you have free visa once you qualify for traveling. Nothing can stop you. Even as I'm talking to you now, CEO, Mr. Harry T, is already organizing a place in Maldives. So imagine, so all these things, you have value to be given. Okay, so pay attention to your surroundings, build relationship. If somebody is not interested, don't force them. Okay, being rich is not for everybody. Being wealthy is not for everybody. But ask them, do you know anybody that might need the opportunity? Those you know knows people you don't know. So collect friends, get people's number, connect with them. So person connected with me, with you, because I have such value to give to you. So this is what I have. This is what I have. Do you think is of interest to you? Get connected, collect friends. Okay, so never prejudge people. Don't say, oh, this person is wearing dirty clothes, he doesn't have money. Or this person, I don't think he will do the business, he has money already. Share your business, share it wide. Share it wide. So people are always looking for new opportunities. Give it to them. Many people knows multi-level marketing is real, network marketing is real, but they don't know how to identify the right company. Go out there and share your business. Show the opportunity to them. They will join you. So as you are going, network on purpose. Network on purpose. Don't go to network. Network as you go. Make it your lifestyle. Don't wear clothes in the morning. You iron your clothes, you prepare. I want to go and look for people to join my Dynace business. It will not work. You'll be frustrated. But as you are going out, you are creating connections, you are joining clubs, other stuff, groups, social groups, health club, and the rest. You are creating connections, you are building network, and you share your business. Ask somebody, what do you do for a living? They will tell you how, then you tell them what you do for a living. Mention, if you are currently working, you mention your work, your position, then you mention you are a network marketer, you are partnering with Dynace Global. From there, they will ask you what Dynace Global is all about. You tell them, you need to know the background. So prospecting, who do you know that have all these qualities? Who do you know that needs this solution? Because of time, I don't want to go far. So screenshot all this. Who do you know that have all this? Okay, screenshot, health conscious, and the rest of the things. Screenshot them. Who do you know that wants to make more money? Who do you know that is a champion? A champion can help others to become successful. So all these people are people you need to share it with. Okay. Now, who do you know that is a network marketer? Real estate, everybody, they need the solution we are giving. It's either health, wealth, or lifestyle. Share it with them. Okay. Who do you see at fitness club? Is it the spa you are going to? Is it the golf club and the rest? How about Facebook, bookshops, and the rest? All these people, they are your prospects. Share the opportunity with them. Now, what are the ways that you need to use to share this opportunity with them? Use a form. FORM. The first one is family. The second one is occupation. The third one is recreation. And the last one is the money. Okay, their financial situation. So you can start with asking them, how is the family and the rest of the thing. People don't care about what you know until they know about how you care. So when you care about them, that's when they will have interest in you. From there, you share the opportunity. The only thing, you are not luring them into the business, but everything have strategy. Okay. Now, how about the occupation? While you are interacting, you can now ask questions like, are you happy with what you are currently doing? Many people, they are not happy with their jobs. They want to earn more money. They need more unique lives, okay, lifestyle and the rest. People will spend so many years working and they don't even have time freedom. But here in Dynace Global, you can share the opportunity and they can have time freedom. Okay, how about the recreation? Find out what they like. Is it football? Is it watching TV? What was their hobby? Use that to create the bond with them. Use that to build rapport. That's why I like telling people, me, I know everything. You call me a footballer, I'm a footballer. A basketballer, I'm a basketballer. Everything. So we discuss everything. From there, when you discuss people's interest, that's when they start having interest in you. Okay? That's when they start having interest in you. So from there, you'll be able to build rapport. And the most important thing is the financial situation, especially this Nigeria, okay, that we find ourselves. Okay? Now, give reasons to act. So you need to provide solution. Using what you've learned about them, using the form method. Remember, the family, occupation, recreation, and money. Using what you've learned about them. Now, create a solution from them. So you can ask questions like this. If I could show you a way, let's say somebody tells you, I need a vacation for my family. Simply means you have the solution. Dynace Global gives free trip. So you can ask them, if I could show you a way that you can access free traveling for yourself and your family, would you be open to learning about it? If I could show you a way that you can earn money daily, even without leaving the comfort of your home, would you be open to the opportunity? So there are many ways. You can screenshot the screen, screenshot it, and practice it. Okay. Now, apart from that, share a story. Even if you don't have a story in the business, use story of leaders who are there already. You have story like a story of Kaybillions. Imagine somebody who started from nothing. From nothing. He did not have money. Even when he went to borrow money from somebody, they disappointed him. Imagine somebody telling him you can use, instead of giving you the money to start basic, instead of giving 30,000 naira, man, I'd rather use the money to drink beer and eat soya. But he defied all odds. He started the business. And now, how much has he made already? And the person who said that, imagine the person who did that to him, because he defied all odds and he started the business, the person now sees his progress in the business and the person joined the business. That's a story already. So you can use stories of leaders. So when they share their story, you can screenshot them, keep. You have many stories to share. Okay, so share just few seconds story, and now share the opportunity with them. Okay, so there are many ways. Now show how to act. Show how to act. You can screenshot all these things. The first one is example, with your health or financial goals in mind. My recommendation is to get started with so. Somebody have this, that, want to detoxify the system, having social challenges. Okay, ma'am, with what you have, with your health status now, this is what I recommend. Start using this. Start using it so time. Start taking it so time. This is how to take it. Give yourself so days, so weeks, and they will, before you know, they will buy the product and they will join you. Now, the second option is the package for a long-term success. Let me show you how to get it paid for first as we create a game plan for your future. So always show the people ways and how to do it. So we have other things like invitation, but take note of this. Invitation is different. Invitation is different from presentation. Many people, when they want to invite, remember we have 5 fingers in multi-level marketing. The first one is prospecting, which we've discussed. After prospecting, knowing what these people want, that's when you render solution. The second one is invitation. You can invite people to office presentation. You can invite them to Zoom presentation. You can invite them to one-on-one presentation, you and the person. So invitation is different from presentation. Now, write this down. We have 5 fingers in multi-level marketing for you to become successful. The first one is prospecting, knowing what the people want before you render solution. The second one is inviting, to invite people to share in with the opportunity, to invite people to learn about the opportunity. Invitation is different from presentation. So the third one is presenting. The third one is presenting, how to present the business. Now, after presenting the business, the fourth one is how to close a deal. Business might be unique, but if you don't know how to close, you lose so many clients. You might be surprised. I've been following this person for so long. I've been sending the person messages. I've been sharing videos, this, that, but the person is not joining me. But just yesterday, Mr. Kaybillions is talking to the person jumped. That does not, it's not because Mr. Kaybillions have earned money already. It's not because other leaders have earned money. It's how they close. It is how they close. Okay, so know how to close. Now, many people, they might like the business, but they don't have money instantly. How do you do follow up? How do you follow up with these people? Those are the 5 fingers. And I need to add another one, which makes it 6. Always invite them for events. Always invite them for events. Okay, so talking about invitation, don't sell anything over the phone. The objective is to set up an appointment or to get a prospect to attend the business opportunity meeting. Don't sell anything over the phone. You are not a seller. You are a solution provider. I have this. No, don't sell anything over the phone. Okay. So remember the 4 keys to invite people to attend Zoom meeting or to attend offline presentation. You have to be confident. You have to show enthusiasm. You have to be friendly. And apart from that, believe in success even before you lift up the phone to invite them. Before you invite somebody, believe they will join you. Okay? So there are ways to invite. You can prepare a script. Even in the bank, they have scripts. So don't be shy to have a script. That does not mean you have to be reading what you wrote down. Have a script. If you go to the bank, you see this security telling you, welcome, sir, to First Bank. We are glad to have you. If you go to another corner, you'll see another person tell you, welcome to First Bank. Go to the counter, you will hear another person tell you, welcome. It's a script. When they tell you, welcome, sir, welcome, ma, you feel happy. Oh, these people, they are so humble. Unknown to you, they are welcoming you, so you can deposit your money and they'll use it for their investment. You see, that is it. They have a script. So if a bank should have a script, you yourself, you should have a script for genuine business as well. So know exactly what to say. So when you use your phone, sound so enthusiastic and be excited. That does not mean you should start shouting and laugh. No. People will be attracted to you when they know you are happy. Now, if you are doubting this, just do this, practice this as you are going out tomorrow morning. Anybody you see, just smile. Look at the person and smile. Out of 100% of people you smile, 90% will smile back at you, even without knowing what you want to say or who you are. They will smile first. Those 10% should you are mad, okay? Because they are according to Nigerian policy. So that's just it. So all these things, you can screenshot them, okay? So this is how.
Sir, you can continue some other time. Let's not just digest this one. All right. So some other time we're just going to continue. Thank you, sir.
All right. The same is even too much. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate Mr. Caleb for the amazing work he has trained us tonight. Actually, we may not be able to get everything because the information are too loaded. They are too loaded for tonight. So subsequently, we are going to be having some other trainings, all right, where Mr. Caleb is still going to continue. Then the online platform, how we can actually navigate our ways to succeed. All those ones are going to be trained. Sir, we really appreciate you. We appreciate your effort. Ladies and gentlemen, go to the
It's a
chat
pleasure,
box
sir.
and type, thank you, Mr. Caleb. Thank you, Mr. Caleb. Thank you, Mr. Caleb. Go to the chat box if you have actually gained something tonight. Now, for those of us that are on this call, I've actually screenshots those of us that have waited up to this hour. So the next training that Mr. Caleb is going to be training us on how we can set up our advert and Facebook to generate leads. There are some certain incentives that I've planned ahead. All right. We're going to check out the cost for you to run an ads, and we're going to look at how much it's going to take in a week. You have to do it yourself. After the training, Mr. Caleb is going to train us. So I'm going to add up one or two things to help your adverts to run online. Then the rest, you take care of your ads. The purpose of this training is for every one of us to be able to stand independently and to make money from this opportunity. We have talked about rejection. We have talked about a lot of things tonight. Yes, we have talked about some new companies that will come and promise you heaven and earth. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not focused in this opportunity, Dynace Global, a lot of people are going to paint different opportunity as if they are the best. You need to check out the management, check out expansion rates, check out the product, check out the payment plan. and check out how reliable your system or the opportunities are before you say yes to any opportunity. And Dynace Global, we have it all. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Mr. Caleb, once again. Thank you for everyone that are on this call tonight. Thank you, everybody. So we are going to be having subsequent training, I think maybe on Saturday, on Friday, Saturday, maybe for members. And at the end, we'll all celebrate. God bless each and every one of us. And good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, everyone. God bless you.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night. Good night. Good night.